Place yourself in the heart of New York City. Look east, toward the endless Atlantic Ocean. Now, drain the water. Every drop vanishes. The seabed turns to dry, cracked rock. Stitch the coast of Morocco to Long Island. The continents collide and fuse together. You are no longer on the coast. You are 2,000 miles inland. Welcome to the center of Pangea, a desert larger than the Sahara. Here, the rain never falls. Temperatures soar to 120 degrees every single day. This is the Triassic, the era where geography declared war on life. These are the central Pangean mountains. They rival the Himalayas in height. It is a silent world, a vast red emptiness waiting for the first footsteps of giants. The soil is rusted iron. The atmosphere is thick with dust. This is Earth, alien and hostile. Survival here requires more than strength. It requires an entirely new biological blueprint. To understand the dinosaurs, we must first understand the prison that forged them. One landmass, Pangea. One ocean, Panthalassa. This unity is a curse. The oceans regulate temperature, but the sea is too far away to help us here. Rain clouds die on the journey. By the time air reaches the center, it is bone dry. Land heats up faster than water. The interior becomes a massive thermal engine. Hot air rises, creating a vacuum that pulls violent winds from the coast. This creates the Mega-Monsoon, the most powerful storm system in Earth's history. But the mountains act as a wall. The coast drowns, while the interior starves. In the interior, the seasons are violent, not mild transitions, but brutal extremes. Summers are hot enough to cook protein. The ground temperature creates a convection oven. Winters are freezing dry. Without water to hold heat, the temperature plummets instantly. There are no permanent rivers here, only scars where water once flowed. When rain finally arrives, it comes as a flash flood, destructive, fleeting, and violent. The thirsty earth drinks it instantly. The water vanishes as quickly as it arrived. This climate created the famous red beds, iron in the soil rusting over millions of years. The atmosphere itself is different. Carbon dioxide levels are 5 times higher than today. A super greenhouse world, trapping heat, baking the planet in a suffocating blanket. Look closely. There is no grass. The prairies we know do not exist yet. Only tough, fibrous plants can survive. Food is hard to chew and harder to digest. But the greatest danger isn't the heat. It is the air itself. Oxygen levels have crashed to 15%. Standing at sea level feels like being on a mountain peak. Every animal is hyperventilating, lethargic, gasping for enough fuel to move. The old masters of the world, the amphibians, are dying. Their skin dries out. Their eggs wither. They are tied to water, and the water is gone. The Permian giants are fading. But in this hellscape, a new dynasty is rising. Nature is innovating. Creatures that do not need to soak their skin. Creatures that seal their bodies against the sun. Scales. a biological spacesuit designed to keep the water inside. And the amniotic egg, a private pond for the embryo, encased in a hard shell. The stage is set. The weak have perished. Only the drought-proof remain. Among the survivors is a humble digger, the most successful animal of the Triassic. But he is being watched by something faster, something upright. A new posture is evolving, legs tucking under the body, unlocking speed. The archosaurs are coming, the ruling reptiles. As the sun sets on the Pangean desert, the biological war begins. Meet the Lystrosaurus, not beautiful, not intelligent, but undeniably the master of this world. Nature does not prize beauty, it prizes efficiency. These generalists eat the garbage others refuse. For 10 million years, if you saw an animal on Earth, it was likely one of them. Their secret weapon? Burrowing. While the surface bakes, they sleep in the cool underground. Our ancestors are here too, small, furry cynodonts, but they are losing the war. Mammals have a flaw. We are leaky. We waste precious water to excrete toxins like urea. The reptiles evolved a chemical miracle. They turn waste into a solid white paste. They keep the water inside. In a desert world, a bladder is a fatal liability. But water retention is not enough. You must also defend yourself against the nightmares. Enter Postosuchus, the crocodile from the post, the apex predator of the Triassic. It is not a dinosaur, it is a land crocodile trying to become a biped. Its jaws are designed to crush bone. It rules Pangea with brute force and armor. It is a tank, powerful but heavy. It relies on ambush and overwhelming power. For millions of years, this looks like the peak of evolution, but it is not. In the shadows, a smaller, faster experiment is taking place. The first true dinosaurs. Coelophysis. Hollow form, it looks fragile compared to the armored tank. But look at the hips. The legs are tucked directly under the body, vertical pillars. This perfect posture allows them to run for miles without collapsing their lungs. The crocodile must stop to breathe. The dinosaur can run and breathe simultaneously. Their bones are hollow, filled with air sacs. They have a flow-through lung system. In this oxygen-starved world, the dinosaurs' super lungs give them a nuclear advantage. They are the underdogs now, scavengers, opportunists, waiting for the heavyweights to stumble. The Triassic is a stalemate. The heavy armor holds the crown, but the rules are about to change. Adaptability is the only currency that matters, and the Earth is about to cash it in. Deep beneath our feet, the supercontinent is tearing itself apart. The heat trapped under the crust has nowhere to go. The pressure has reached a breaking point. The unity of Pangea is ending. The Great Rift is opening. A tear in the planet's skin, stretching from New York to Morocco. It begins not with a bang, but with a flood of fire. The reign of the crocodile kings is over. The end Triassic extinction has begun. the Central Atlantic Magmatic Province, the largest volcanic event in Earth's history. Millions of cubic kilometers of lava erupt, but the lava is not the killer. It is the gas, carbon dioxide, sulfur, mercury, pumped directly into the sky. Global temperatures spike violently. The already hot world becomes a furnace. The dry forests of Pangea burn. There is nowhere to hide. The large, slow, and heavy pay the ultimate price. The crocodile kings fall. But the small, the agile, and the hollow-boned find a way. Acid rain dissolves the shells of sea creatures. The oceans die alongside the land. 50% of all life vanishes. The slate is wiped clean once again. When the smoke clears, the world has changed. Pangea is broken. The competition is dead. The world is empty, and the dinosaurs are ready to fill it. Water rushes into the scars. The Atlantic Ocean is born. With the ocean closer, the rains return. The desert blooms into a jungle. The Triassic hellscape is gone. The lush, green Jurassic has arrived. The prison of Pangea made them strong. Now the breakup sets them free. The young Atlantic was not yet an ocean. It was a narrow, shallow, boiling sea. Restricted from the open ocean, the water evaporated repeatedly, leaving behind layers of pure salt. Layer upon layer, kilometers of salt, a massive, impermeable seal covering the ocean floor. Beneath the salt, billions of tons of algae died and sank, trapped in a geologic pressure cooker, cooked by the Earth's heat, trapped by the Triassic salt. The algae became oil. Flash forward 200 million years. We build cathedrals of steel to reach this legacy. We drill through the ghost of the Triassic Sea to burn the ghosts of Triassic life. The oil fields of Brazil and Angola are twins, separated at birth by the drift of continents. The rift also created a path for moisture. The Atlantic rain feeds the lungs of the world. Without the breakup of Pangea, there is no Amazon. There is no modern world. Geography is destiny. The ground beneath your feet dictates the life that can survive upon it. We think our map is permanent. We draw borders on it. We fight wars over it. But the Atlantic is still widening, pushing Europe and America apart at the speed your fingernails grow. 2 centimeters a year. It seems like nothing, but give it time, deep time. Let us cast our eyes forward, 250 million years into the future. The engine of the Atlantic runs out of fuel. The ocean floor begins to slide beneath the continents. Old friends reunite. The Americas crash back into Africa. The Atlantic vanishes. New mountains rise from the seabed, sealing the interior of the new supercontinent. Behold, Pangea Proxima, the next great landmass. The cycle is complete. And with the unity of land, the curse returns. The interior dries out. The desert reclaims the earth. The lush world we know is a temporary anomaly. The red desert is the default setting. And what of us? We will be nothing but a thin layer of plastic and concrete in the rock. A brief, strange signal in the geologic record. the Anthropocene. Assembly and breakup, order and chaos, the heartbeat of a living planet. The dinosaurs mastered the desert once. Perhaps the next dynasty is already waiting in the shadows. Look at this horizon. It looks alien. It looks hostile. But it is home. It is the Earth, stripped of its disguise. We are travelers on a restless deck, drifting between one Pangea and the next. The map is never finished. The story is never over. Terra Chronos. Tonight, when you feel the rain on your face, remember the Pangean desert. Remember the struggle for water that forged the ancestors of every bird in this city. We burn the fossilized sunlight of the Triassic to power our modern lives. Water is not a guarantee. It is a geological gift, a temporary mercy. The sky above you is the same sky. The chemistry has changed, but the physics remain. Dominance is fragile. The Postosuchus thought it owned the world. So do we. But the planet is patient. It has all the time in the universe. Stone remembers everything. Our cities, our wars, our borders. They are just dust in waiting. One day, the continents will crash together again. The map will be redrawn. Until then, we ride the drifting plates, surviving on a world that is always moving. Life is not a static sculpture. It is a relentless, shifting tide. The survivors of the ash became the architects of the green world. We are the children of the rift, born from fire and separation. Evolution is the art of turning catastrophe into opportunity. Deep time is not just history, it is the fuel of our present. The story is written in stone, but the stone is always fluid. Do not get too comfortable. The map is waiting to change again. We are the observers of the endless drift. Terra Chronos.